Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to another video. This time is of the Neca Spiketail Predator from the Kin Tribute stuff. And the Spiketail, Predator is awesome. I have been really slacking in my Predator game. I'm always super late to the party, and it just be like that sometimes. But, gotta honestly say, this is the kind of stuff I've thoroughly been enjoying off the camera, so I figured I'd take the time to pretty much put it on the camera for you guys to show you what I've been enjoying. But yeah, so the Predator stuff has been pretty cool. This is a much as a much delayed release for me. I believe this came back out in 2015, and I am getting it just now in 2020, and it's really a ton of fun. So yeah, let's talk about it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take off his bio mask because it's really on there. We can talk about this really cool face that he has going on here, and he's pretty much like a Darth Vader of pretty much Predators. He believes in technology helping him on the hunt, and I believe he's a bad blood level elder. So, because he's pretty old, and he has let his locks pretty much run down to what added on to a flail here. So he's even using his hair as a weapon. But I believe at this point, it's also what's keeping him alive, because he shouldn't even be alive at this point. But anyway, let's jump into the articulation and talk about it, because the sculpt is really nice. So our head can go left, it can go right. It's going to be a little more hindered here because this backpack is going to be in your way. But on the bright side, you can actually lift the hair because it has a bendy tail towards the end. But it won't get you over that backpack, because if it does, it's going to be really tough, and it's probably going to get in the way of all you want to do. But you can pretty much go left and right and up and down just a little bit. Now, we have a really nice arm articulation, which goes up. Those shoulder pads are going to really weigh it down, but pretty much it still gets in there. You have double jointed arms, which are still on a bicep swivel. And we have our big old monster claw hand, which is on a different type of peg than that of this one, which kind of gives you no mobility, but it just rotates around. You also have a little freedom in the gauntlet to spin it around as you see fit. I'm going to put it right on the outside to leave that communicator side out. That's what I like to use it as. So let's do that. Now on this arm as well, you see our shoulder pad actually comes up and over. So as you can see, it comes off. So you can get a lot of mobility up here on this arm. So if you want to use a Predator sword or any type of other sword to put in this hand, you totally can. And it looks really good because it's also double jointed. And you have a lot of room for movement. What I really like about this guy is that he looks really good because he has that really good ab crunch right here. And you can rotate side to side and tilt as well. One of the easier ones because this soft plastic here allows for a lot of good movement, especially when you want to pose him up. Now our legs can go out, but there's going to be body armor in the way, so you got to keep that in mind too. But we have that nice thigh swivel to make up for that. Our legs can go forward and also are double jointed as well. And the back armor does not get in the way. We don't have too much of an ankle pivot, but we have a lot of ankle room right here in the front to give it some freedom. All in all though, I really like the way this guy came out. And I'm kind of mad at myself, kind of kicking myself really, that I did not get onto this sooner, because this guy posed up looks fantastic. And I'm not sure if I'm going to use him as a bad guy, a good guy, it doesn't even matter. He is a predator, so he's going to do the hunt. So whether you're hunting aliens or whatever it's going to be, you are going to have a good time with this. Now, as you can see, he can bend down and get a lot of good action going, which looks really good. Now, I do want to take a quick second, so give me 1 second as I go grab something. And give me 2 seconds. Obviously, you guys, I wasn't even gone at all, but I wanted to at least let you know, because I'm terrible at this editing thing, and I didn't want it to feel too awkward. Now, as I pose this guy up, he looks really good. Real quick, let's get him like this. Yeah, this looks good, Let's actually bring that spike tail down. This actually rotates in the back as well, too. So let's get him all posed up. So, accessory-wise, he's actually pretty low on that. But luckily for me, I really like the way this guy came out, so I don't think that really bothers me, but it may bother others. Now, we have our, I want to call this some sort of powerful laser gun. Don't know the exact name of it, but I know this part right here actually slides back and forth. And I believe that's for the backpack part, but you can plug it in here at the arm. Voila, which looks really good. Or you can plug it into the backpack for storage when not using it on the arm. And I believe this backpack here is what charges it. You can turn it up. Oh, I see now. So it's his plasma caster, and he can use it as pretty much a shoulder, not a shoulder cannon, but he's going to use this plasma caster as either a shoulder cannon or as a forearm cannon. So as you can see here, this is what it is. And I don't know why I didn't get that before, but yeah. So here it is. And this actually allows for movement to go up and down, while you can also rotate left and right. Ah, see, look, I figured it out on the fly with you guys. So this is actually pretty cool. Didn't know that. Figured it out here. And this whole time I've been playing with it. So now I got to go back and redo some photos, because I definitely didn't do any of it with that like that. So I'm definitely going to do that after this. Now, with that being said, you also can take this off, and you're going to get one shuriken. And this can also be stored right up here in this area. Now, I'm always scared I'm going to break this, so I don't ever store it too like deep in there. But I do usually store it right on top. Let me see if I can get this to slide in. I'm always scared I'm going to break things. So I kind of just leave it there. I'm going to heat it up and try again. But I know I've always seen there it is. So you actually can store it up there. But because this is so fragile, I don't like leaving it up there. And I almost never store it there. So I'm going to do what they do in TV shows and make it invisible until it's time to throw it. And again, you get that biomass, which is really, really dope. And it slides right on the face and locks in. And his actually stores and locks on really, really well. There are some biomass that there are some issues with that, but this guy does not have that problem. Looks really good. Now, like I said, Spiketail doesn't come with much, but he does look phenomenally good. And I love this true heavy techno look. Like, I've given up and I'm an old man and I just I won out, but he doesn't get it. So this guy's all stacked up, looking real nice. I do want to give him a size comparison, and that was the reason why I paused the video, because I forgot one important thing to add to the size comparison, which is an alien. So although these guys hunt more on the techno side of things, you still may want to include aliens, and I just wanted to grab a razor claw real fast so that you can see what he's like next to one, stacked up. Now this is a razor claw standing straight up. And you can see the razor claw has some pretty good height on him. Looks really good. And I like these kind of things because, you know, I like to do those kind of shots. So let's do him next to some other predators. And we can see what it's like. Now, I believe he rolls out with two other predators, which is Armor Lost and the Laser Shot Predator, which I've also done a review of, that I had a ton of fun with. Because, you know, these guys look crazy in their Kenna tribute colors. So these three guys actually roll out together, and it's pretty cool. Now, I have this guy hunched over, so I'm going to actually flip that. Oh, I used my bad laser shot. This is the one I have with bad hips. So I got to keep that in mind. Now, as you can see here, this is him stacked up, standing as tall as possible, next to some other predators. They look really, really good. They look like a true, like, technology gang compared to other predators where they, like, heavily decked out and futuristic technology. So it looks really good together. So I definitely got to get a group photo of those guys. Next up, we're going to do the Kenna Tribute Elder, because I believe he also has beef with the Spiketail as two elders. As you can see, this elder is much bigger than this guy, and he don't play no games. No games at all. Next up, we're going to do it against another ultimate body, which I chose to do Fugitive. And although he's leaner, you can see that even with these bodies being somewhat similar, they somehow make them look all different. Like, he's much slimmer, mixed with the DNA of a human, in case you didn't see the movie. And you can see here. So while all the same, they are real different. Next up, we're going to compare to some other lines. So here he is next to an Articulated Icons Ninja. Here he is with a DC Essential Sinestro. A 1000 Toy Synthetic Human. Then we have a Lightning Collection Blaze. There we go. Voila. So as you can see, he's the biggest of the big, even over Essentials, who usually towers over everyone. I think the only thing these guys don't have it over is Storm Collectibles. Oh, one more. Here's an AVP body, just like the Elder from the Kenna Tribute. Last but not least, we have a Mythic Legions Barbarian, who I have dubbed Hawkman, Hawkbarian, and a Mezco Me on a Stealth Gomez body. If you want, I'm going to throw this guy in, which is Archimedes from Mythic Legions. He's an ogre class, but as you can see, he's much bigger than Predators. He can actually fit on screen because Predators are so big. All in all, I'm really enjoying this. Oh, You know who I forgot? I don't know how I did this without myself. Can you forgive me? Here's one with SH Figuarts, Kamen Rider Cougar. But for real though, like I'm digging deep into the older stuff and I'm really enjoying it. So I'm pretty sure much of you guys have already enjoyed this figure. So I do hope that you enjoy the photos at the end and my fresh take on it because, you know, I'm new to that. In the meantime, guys, I hope you enjoyed. Hope you found it informative. And as always, please be good, do good, drink your water. Later.